We have breaking news right off the top this noon. 4 people dead, 5 others are hurt. The tragic scene, an SUV full of women heading to work slammed into a pickup truck. It happened this morning on M46 just west of the small town of Casnovia. That road just opened up about a half an hour ago, and here's what police are working to figure out right now.
Deputies will be heading to the hospital to try and interview the surviving persons and piece it all back together.
Piece it all together. That's what police are doing, and that's what 24-hour News 8's Amanda Jarrett is working on. She's live near where the horrible crash happened with what we've learned up to this point.
So we're
Amanda,
just beyond where that crash site was this morning. 9 people involved in this crash. We know 5 people are in the hospital right now. 4 women in that SUV, all died. We know that 6 women were in that SUV, all believed to be related, heading to work at a site in Kent County when this all happened this morning. We know they crashed with a pickup truck full of 3 men who were also headed to work at the time. Paint contractors headed to a job site in Fremont. This all played out about 6:30 this morning. Again, both cars, 9 people involved, all headed to work when the crash happened.
It looks like the vehicle that they were in was headed east on 46 and went across the center line for some reason, possibly due to the road conditions.
And again, he's talking about that SUV full of 6 women, again, all related, that crashed with that pickup truck with 3 men. We know the 3 men were taken to the hospital. We don't know their conditions this noon. We know that 2 of the women, the driver of the SUV and another passenger, both taken to Grand Rapids Hospital as well. 5 people in the hospital. 4 of those women in the SUV did die. We're told at least 2 did not have seatbelts on. We know one of the women may have been sitting in the very back of that Chevy Trailblazer where there is not a row of seats. That may have contributed to this because we know 2 of them were thrown from the vehicle again. And there's another component to all this. The sheriff says that an off-duty Grand Rapids police officer and an off-duty nurse stopped at that crash site this morning to help those victims, giving them CPR, helping them out, giving them life-saving techniques. And they want to talk to those people. They want to talk to that police officer and that nurse who stopped to help. They did leave the scene sometime before the sheriff showed up this morning. They did talk with fire crews on scene, but the sheriff would like to hear from them. So if you know who that officer was or who that nurse was who stopped to help these victims, they're asked to call the Muskegon County Sheriff's Department. And again, just a real tragic situation here. We have a team of reporters working this story, trying to find out who these women were, these 4 women who died in this crash this morning, hoping to talk to family members, a family just rocked by a tragedy to lose 4 of their loved ones on this icy road this morning. We're live in Casnovia. I'm Amanda Jarrett, 24-hour News 8.